what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside.
Hey everyone, today's video is a little bit different. It's basically me just preparing and getting ready for our Easter meal on Sunday. We had a busy day, we were at church, we had a busy weekend. The whole weekend was just packed with stuff. So we filmed a little bit of just me preparing for the meal, and then I'll come back and tell you what's next.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Farming Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. It is Saturday before Easter, and we are in high gear preparation for Easter Sunday lupper, lunch and supper. We're going to have kind of a later lunch, real early supper. So this is something I make probably twice a year, and I make it on this channel every time I make it, and this is going to be no different, except today is really not about this one recipe. We're just going to do Easter prep for Easter Sunday. So first thing I need to get done is my cake made. So that's what I'm saying. I make twice a year, and I always do it on this channel. So I'm going to go ahead and start with no, I'm not. I'm going to start with the cake batter. Let me grab a pair of scissors. I make a strawberry cake. Now, my family probably would like for me to make the one I made the other day and I did on this channel, where you take the angel food cake and you cut it up and you stir it in with the Jell-O mixture and so forth. But I had the stuff to make this cake, or almost everything to make this cake, and it's kind of a tradition. And so I can make that other cake at any time. All right. So I have started out with just a basic white cake mix. I'm going to get you guys turned down here. Just a basic white cake mix, and I've got it in my bowl here. To that, we're going to add a packet of strawberry Jell-O. In we go. All right. And I kind of like to stir as I go, just because. I also have a 9x13 greased over here. All right, so let's go in. I'm going to go ahead and do my eggs now. 4 eggs. Two. Oops. 3. Ooh, my refrigerator must be cold. These eggs are so cold. And 4. So in with 4 eggs. And I'm going to go ahead and give those a little beaty beat. All right, so let's go ahead in. I'm going in with a cup of flavorless oil here. You can, if you don't mind using vegetable or canola, you can definitely use those. If you're, health conscious and don't like to use those, you can definitely use avocado or coconut oil would be great. Even if the coconut had a little bit of flavor, it would be totally fine in this cake. In fact, my mama's original recipe for this cake called for coconut and nuts to be added. My family just prefers it plain strawberry, and that's the way we do it. But you could definitely add in coconut and nuts if you wanted. Or you could just do them in the icing as well. So, all right, so I'm going in with half a cup of milk. I'm just using that same measuring cup. And I'm going to actually go to a spoon instead of this whisk. Once I get it all cleaned out, that is. All right. Very good. Now let's go in with a spoon. We just want to get it all mixed up good. Kind of lift and fold in to kind of help get that milk added in there. Okay, so we have one more item to add, and that is some strawberries. Now, I purchased these at Walmart. They're already pre-sliced and pre-sweetened, and that's what you want. You want pre-sliced, pre-sweetened. So you can do them yourself if you choose to, or you can purchase them like at Walmart like I did. So I'm going to go in with a whole cup of these sweetened strawberries. Now don't throw the rest of this container away. This container is, let me tell you how big it is. It is 1 pound. It's 23.2 ounces. So a pound and 7.2 ounces. Almost a pound and a half. So we're going to stir those in, and I'm scraping the bottom, making sure I have everything mixed up well. My oven is preheating to 350. And we're just going to pour this in. We have a breakfast in the morning at church. And so I don't know how much I'm going to get to see of the breakfast because I still have to get my ham ready, my potatoes peeled, my green beans in a pot because I want everything ready for when we come home. I can just start turning stuff on. But we do have something else to prepare real quick after I get this in the oven. All right, so this is going in a 350-degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. So we'll see you when it comes out. So part of the rest of these will go in our icing. But if you didn't have a use for these, let me tell you what you do. You just pour some milk on them, and you've got strawberries and cream, and it is so good. So good. So I have another small container. That may be what I do. But, all right, let me get this cleaned up, and we'll start prepping probably the one dish that never gets served until Easter Sunday, and then we have it quite often through the summer. But it marks the beginning of spring and summer, and it is the one side dish, or almost like a salad, that is for us. Now, this is our tradition. I know a lot of people have this all year long, but for us, this is the one thing I serve at Easter that's like, hello, spring, hello, summer. We're ready for tomato sandwiches. We're ready for all the fresh vegetables. So let me clean up and we'll get started on my cucumbers, onions, and vinegar salad. So simple, so easy, so delicious. But we'll be right back. All right, so Bryant came home. He's delivering stuff to the school for where we're setting up for Easter. And so, yeah. So the first thing I want to do with the cucumber and onions is to get the juice mixed up. Now, what I have in my mixing bowl here is 2 cups of water. And I usually I start out about 1 to 1, and then I taste it and see if it needs more vinegar, because some vinegars are stronger than others, you know. So and we'll fill this up to the 4-cup line. All All right, and I'm also going to start with about 1/4 of a cup of sugar. All right, let me get a whisk. We're going to whisk that up and let it sit for a minute while I peel cucumbers. Now let me show you. I get like pickling size cucumbers. I like to get these, and I got 12 of them. I also go in with a purple onion just for looks, but you can use whatever kind of onion you want to use. I just put the purple because it makes it pretty. But all right, let me get these peeled up and sliced up, and then we'll taste this and see what we need to tweak, what we need to add. So, all right, I'll be back in just a little bit. Here's my bowl of cucumbers, and I've just sliced this onion in half, and I'm just going to make some half circles. I'm not going to put a whole lot. I like the onions, and I eat the onions, but not everybody does, but I think it gives it a great flavor. They can leave them if they don't like them. And let me go one more. Okay. Go. All right, so I'm just going to take these, break them apart, spread them apart, and put as many or as little as you want. You don't even have to add, you can add tomatoes if you wanted to instead of the onion. We just happen to, this is the way we do it, which is also the way my mama did it. How many of us do things the way our mama did it? Most everything cooking wise, I've kept my mama's way of doing it. There are a few things I have tweaked over the years that I just found either to be better or just something my family liked. All right, I'm going to finish getting these onions here, and then we're going to give that vinegar and water and sugar a taste and see what we need to add, tweak, if we need to add or tweak anything. All right, and I like to kind of mix them up a little bit. All right. There we go. All right, let me grab a spoon and we'll give the vinegar a taste. Now I have just reached over and stirred this every so often just to get the sugar all mixed. So we're going to see. I think more sugar. I think the vinegar is right on. I think the vinegar and water is perfect. It just needs a little more sugar. All right, let me grab another spoon. Ah! It went down the wrong way, and that vinegar burned. Okay, I think that's it. All right, I think that's good. It burnt going down because it went down the wrong way. All right, so let me clean up. I'll bring you back and we'll pour the vinegar over the cucumbers. Well, I forgot to bring you back, but I've just poured it over here. And so what I need to do now is just get the lid on it and stick it in the refrigerator, and it'll be ready whenever lunch is ready tomorrow. So that's down. The cake's in the oven. I need to clean up a little bit, and we'll see what else. I need to set the table, and we'll determine what else we can do in just a little bit. The cake is out of the oven and looks absolutely gorgeous. And one other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the tea. You know, I bring it almost to a boil, not quite. I get it nice and foamy kind of on top, and I just let it steep for as long as I can. So I have to go back to worship team practice in a little bit. So I'm just going to get this ready and then finish making the tea when I get home. What y'all say? Let's ice this cake. I think that sounds like an excellent idea. I've got some really soft butter here. I think 1 stick is all we need. And I want to be sure I'm getting all that, so hang on. I'll get you guys turned down. Hang on, I got butter on my fingers. I'm Butterfingers! Not really. All right, let me wash my fingers. All right. So to that, let's add in 4 cups of powdered sugar. 4 cups. And I'm just going to eyeball it. We're going to get close. We don't have to be exact. 2. There's 3. Like I said, there's nothing exact going on here. The easiest thing to do is buy one of those 1-pound boxes. All right, close enough to 4. Let's go ahead and give this a little mix, and then we'll add our strawberries in. Be sure to turn this on low. All right. Now, let's go ahead and get in a 1/2 cup of our strawberries, juice and all. There's a 1/4. And there's the 1/2. I'm hanging on to this. We may need it, we may not. Again, turn on low. And I'm just going to mix till it comes together. If I need to add some more of the strawberry juice, I will, but I'm just going to spin this around. I'm going to get that butter incorporated. We're just going to get this mixed really well together. And I'll bring you right back. I have my cake over here, and it's almost cooled. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to ice it. Look at those bits of strawberry in that icing. Good stuff. I'm going to stick this in the refrigerator once I get all the icing spread out. Normally on Easter, it's pretty cool. And I really can usually just set this out on the porch. But this year, it's actually hot. And it's March. A lot of times Easter falls in April. You know, sometimes the end of March, sometimes in April. But it actually is landing in March, and it's actually hot. You see, I've got the window. Oh, you can't see, but I do have the windows open. All right, I'm going to get out every last bit of it because this is so good. All right, and we'll make that other strawberry dessert again soon. It really was good, and I really debated it making it to Easter table, but I just said, tradition's gonna hold out here. All right, so I'm gonna stick this, I'm gonna put some saran wrap on it, get this in the refrigerator. You don't have to stick it in the refrigerator, it just helps the icing set up, especially if the cake has a little bit of warmness still to it, which it does. So I'm gonna stick it in the refrigerator. Guys, I'll see you back when we prep the next item.
Happy Easter, everybody. It is way early Easter Sunday morning. He is alive. Jesus is alive. Aren't you so glad he's alive? Today, I am getting my ham ready, and I've got to get ready and get to church. So I thought I'd just let you see what I do to get my ham ready. I put it in this pan, and I put the flat side down. I'm not sure I'm going to like doing it that way. I usually do it on its side, but we're going to see. And what I've done is I've taken a knife and I've just scored this way and this way. So I've made little diamonds all through the skin. And I'm just going in with some whole cloves and just randomly sticking them throughout the ham. Just going around like this. I've got to hustle. I've got to go get ready. I'll tell you what I've done. I'm actually going to go ahead and get my tea sugared up and put in the refrigerator, and a second pot made in case we need more. I've got my yeast rolls out, and I'm going to let them, I'm going to be at church for quite a while, so I'm going to let them, you know, kind of start their rising process in the refrigerator. And then when I get home, I will set them out of the refrigerator and let them finish rising out in the normal temps of my house. But right now, I'm just, you can see how I've decorated it with the, and I'm not really decorating it. I mean, it looks decorated. This is for flavor. But I'm just going in and sticking these cloves all over, even in the skin area. I think I told y'all when I bought this ham, Bryant likes the spiral ham, I think for ease of cutting purposes, but I have never liked a spiral ham, and I've bought it for years just because Bryant prefers it, and I think for slicing. But this year I told him, I said, I'm not buying another spiral ham. I'm just not. And I said, if I have to cut it, that's fine. But he said no, he would cut it. But for some reason, I'm just not a fan of spiral ham. I don't know if I overcook them or what, which is probably the case. But we're going this kind of ham. I'm hoping Isaac comes home from church, you know, because I got to stay and help tear down everything. So, or at least get a few things in my car before I rush home. So I'm hoping he'll get here before me and can preheat my oven for me. I'll stick the ham in because I want to baste it before I leave. But yeah, let me finish this and I'll bring you back. So now I'm just going to take pineapple rings. They used to make pineapples in heavy syrup, and I cannot find that anymore. That's what I prefer to use, but this is in 100% pineapple juice, which is fine because I'm going to add brown sugar to it anyway. And I'm just going to set these pineapples and kind of hang them on the cloves if I have to. I did open the ham in this pan. Because in the ham package there was lots of wonderful juices, so I definitely took advantage of that ham juice and left it in there. Now I'm going to keep this pineapple juice. And even if they won't lay on the pineapple, I just kind of lay them up against it down around the bottom. Kind of lean them up against it. All right, so I have a little less than half a can left of pineapple juice. I'm going to add some brown sugar to it and baste it one time, but leaving some in here. Wrap it up, and then I'll put it in the oven when we get home. And then I'll continue to baste it with the rest of the juice. So, okay, that's it for the ham. I'll see you at some point. Okay, guys, I put about 3 nice size spoonfuls of brown sugar in here. You could add cinnamon or whatever you want, but I just like the brown sugar, pineapple, and clove mixture. That pineapple fell and it scared me. I jumped. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a first initial basting, just so it doesn't dry out while it's waiting for me to stick it in the oven. I am going to wrap it up really nice and tight with tin foil. I'll baste it again right before we put it in the oven. about halfway through cooking, I'll get it out and we will baste it again. And then, of course, when it comes out, I'll be taking some of these juices and coming up on it. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up, set this over at the oven. It'll be ready to go. And so, yeah, I'm going to wrap this up and we'll move on to whatever else is next, which is probably getting ready. Okay, so I am on my way out to head to church. The rest of this stuff can wait till I get home tonight or this afternoon to get it on. It's just gonna have to wait. But so we're headed to church. I'll see you guys when we get back. Remember this video, I know this video is about Easter, but you're not getting it till the day after Easter, so sorry, but that's just the way the schedule fell this year. And so I will be back. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey everyone, I am home from an absolutely glorious, glorious Sunday morning service at Browers. If you know, we brought our church back together. We had to go to 2 services because we've outgrown one. And so, but we wanted everybody to be together on Easter. So we had everybody meet at the local schoolhouse. We sat up. Our church came and sat up. They stayed and tore down. We have absolutely the best church, in my opinion, anywhere. So, anyway, it was a great and glorious day. And so now I'm home and we're going to get lunch going. I've just preheated my oven. I got to get the ham in because I want to at least eat maybe by 2:30 or 3, and I'm pushing it. So I'm going to be sticking the ham in the oven, and we're going to then, I'm going to lay out the rolls and let them rise. And I'm going to make another thing of tea just to have. And I'm going to peel potatoes. And I'm going to get the green beans going. That should be good. So, all right. So, thank you. I will, I'll check back when we get things to rolling. Here is our ham that Bryant has sliced up for us. Our rolls, our green beans. We have cupcakes. We have mashed potatoes.
Green potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. Our cucumber and onions. Here's broccoli casserole, yams, mac and cheese, deviled eggs. Look, y'all got to see the deviled eggs. They're little chickies. So I didn't get any videos of us eating. It was just hectic. It was chaotic. It was wonderful. It's all those things, and I just didn't pick up the camera during that time. However, I got a few clips of the boys going out to find Easter eggs, and let me show you that, and I'll come back and say goodbye. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh, go ahead. Oh, where did I go? Look around. Levi. Levi. Right there. Right here. Right here. Right there.
Yeah. No, wait, no, I'm taking it.
Go. Go in the yard.
I see one.
Where?
Out there.
They're everywhere.
Go, Levi, find the egg.
How many did y'all have?
Levi.
Keep going. There's more.
Where? Where?
Right here. Right here.
I can't reach that.
Right here.
I can't
Look,
see
right,
it.
right here.
Well, can I get it?
Yes.
Levi, look behind you. Behind you.
That one hit really good. We should put the money in the one I hit in the...
In the tree. In the bushes.
They ain't never gonna find
in the
that
bushes.
I can't see it.
Look at the bushes right here. Up. Bushes.
I can't see it.
Okay, everyone. So I hope you enjoyed watching our family get ready for Easter. I'm going to share just a couple of our church pictures right now, but I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye. then you can enjoy the pictures. There was one funny one of me and Isaac, and then there was ours at church. So let me show those to you. But I'm going to say goodbye now. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.